And welcome to the weekly show. I am Chuck.
Hello, I'm Bonnie.
And thanks for joining us. It's Wednesday. It's the hump day. So we've got some interesting stories to help you get over the hump.
Is it a one hump day or a two hump day?
It depends. This week's been quite a double humper.
Yeah?
Yeah. So far.
Yeah? Why?
Well, been a little busy.
Oh.
Been a little busy, so it's definitely been a two-hump week. But we are here to help you and have some fun. Thanks for joining us. And what do you have today on the show?
I got all kinds of stuff on the show today, but I have a little bit of sad news. Have you ever heard of Lenny B. Robinson?
No.
I know a lot of people have never heard of Lenny B. Robinson, but he was a guy that, excuse me, he has been known as the Route 29 Batman for like 3-4 years, something like that.
Route 29 Batman?
Yes.
Okay,
he's from Maryland, and he started off, one time he like dressed up as Batman or something, and he went to a hospital. His kids got all excited. They saw him, and he got such a good feeling out of doing that,
right,
that he ended up selling his business. He had a cleaning business. He sold his business. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on the costume, the Batmobile. He actually bought a old-timey Batmobile, like from the 60s TV show.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was
real.
Perfect. He was perfect.
Real nice.
Yes. Yeah. He would go to hospitals all over the place, and he had like little trinkets and things that he would bring to the kids, and he would autograph them from Batman, and he'd go in full regalia to like cancer wards and things like that to bring a smile to these little kids.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, he had some car trouble the other night. He stopped. He ended up getting hit by a car and he was killed.
Oh.
I know. It's terrible. It's so sad. But I mean, look at him. He's the most adorable thing in the world.
Yeah. That's a great thing.
Yeah. He did a lot of good for a while.
Of good. Yep.
Yeah. Little kids all over the place know who he is, and he brought a smile to a lot of faces.
Yeah, very nice.
So I'm sad, and I'm sorry to start the show with a sad thing, but I wanted to talk about him because I think he's really cool. Lenny. I think he's really cool. So, how was your weekend?
It was good. Had fun, boated with friends, and
got caught in the rain.
Got caught in the rain twice. Thought we missed the rain, thought the rain missed us. Watched the lightning storm.
And then it went psych and got us anyway.
Yeah, and then we got nailed out in the ocean anyway.
Got pelted in the eyeballs by rain.
Pelted by rain, yes. That was some heavy-duty rain.
Yes, it was.
Especially when you're traveling,
30 miles an hour in it.
In it, yeah. You got good.
Yeah, it was a lot of rain.
That was interesting. It was fun, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a question.
Okay, maybe I got an answer.
What do you think of this color? What do you think of this color, people? It's kind of a gold. What do you think?
What do you think of mine?
No, I'm serious. I actually had somebody tell me today that he really liked my nails, and I didn't do anything special. They're just painted this kind of gold color. Okay. I don't want to sound racist or anything, but it was a black guy, and I'm just wondering, because he's the only person who said anything about them, that he likes them. Is this a
special color?
Yeah. Is it a
that looks good.
Is it a person of color kind of color?
How do I know that? I think it's a personal thing. I mean,
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Some guys just like long nails, and
He's never commented on them before.
Really?
Nope. Never has.
Just now he has.
Yes.
I guess he likes that color.
Apparently. All right. Anyway, that's me being racist for one moment. Sorry.
Politically incorrect moment.
Where's my bell? Where's my politically incorrect bell? All right.
Start the drinking game. We'll take a drink.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have a ton of crazy stories for you. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
And we are back. I'm Chuck, and this is Giggles Paisano over here.
Strange things you do off camera. Okay, so
Did I get
back.
you to laugh?
Yes.
All right. So
And then you tell me I laugh too much. Oh, the world is a crazy place, filled with crazy people who do crazy things. Let's take a look at some of the nonsense that happened this week in Stupid News. In a bizarre case, a parrot accused of hurling obscenities at an octogenarian woman was summoned to a police station at Rajura in Maharashtra's district Tuesday after a complaint against its owner that he had allegedly tutored his caged pet to do so. The police was at its wit end after 85-year-old Janabi Sakhartar accused her stepson Suresh of teaching his parrot Hariyal to shower abuses at her whenever she passed by his house. In order to verify the agitated woman's complaint, the police called all the three involved, including Janabi, her stepson Suresh, and Hariyal, the parrot, to the police station. However, the parrot seemed to have become conscious of khaki-clad policemen and kept mum when his cage was brought near Janabi to see if it would hurl any obscenities at her. Although Hariyal never showed any alleged penchant to abuse the woman, the police decided to hand it over to Forest Department officials after taking into account the harassed mental condition of the aged woman. Okay, Kyle, that was just mean.
could you jam any more stuff into that we possibly can't read?
I have nothing to say to that one. I think it's just goofy. And I know that Kyle did it on purpose just to see if I'd be able to say the words. And I think I did halfway decent. Okay, got about an 80%.
I think you did good.
I got a solid B minus. 80, 85? Okay, I got a solid B.
I'll take a 65, put a 0 on her, I'll go home. I'm done.
Do you think it's possible to train a parrot to hurl obscenities at one particular person
I
and
don't
nobody
know.
else?
But either way, what's the difference? Is that against the law?
I don't know. That was in
What kind of obscenities
Maharashtra. So maybe it is.
So they had it in the tent by the window. And every time this chick went by this other one's tent.
It probably whistled at her suggestively.
Probably, yeah.
And, you know, that might be bad in Maharashtra.
Maybe.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, yeah. I'm thinking my turn.
You're nervous?
I am nervous. A state trooper accused of forcing female motorists into sexual acts in exchange for dropping traffic charges used Craigslist to offer traffic stop sex, according to records released Monday, that the highlight woman's fear of reporting him. Trooper Brian Lee also sent multiple Facebook messages to a female passenger he photographed without her shirt on, including one that let her know he'd been keeping an eye on her, a detail included in hundreds of pages of records the Ohio State Highway Patrol released in response to media requests. The records include the dashboard camera recording that launched the parole's investigation in October of 2013. Lee subsequently resigned ahead of being fired, and was prosecuted. In the video, Lee can be heard flirting with a female driver and the passenger he later photographed. He also joked about flirting with the woman later, once I turned the camera off. As the investigation continued, the patrol found 2 postings Lee made on Craigslist. I am in law enforcement, so if the idea of traffic stop sex sounds good, let me know, one posting said. Another woman who performed a sexual act on Lee told investigators, he told me to do this, he told me to do that, and basically I complied. What else am I going to do in that situation? He's a cop. So he has more authority according to the records. Lee, 31, was sentenced to 5 years in federal prison in April for violating the woman's civil rights. Well, we had an instance here on Long Island several years ago where the girl was drunk and the cop made her walk home in her underwear.
Yes. And I'm going to say the same thing I said back then. I'm going to quote, who was it? Nancy, I think it might have been Nancy Reagan.
Nancy Drew?
No. Just say no. I don't care if it's a cop. Shoot me. I'm not going to do it. Not that anybody would ask this to get naked, but still, no. Not going to happen. Not going to perform any weird oral things on you, not going to do any weird sex acts, not going to get undressed and walk home. None of that's going to happen. Just try and make me. I will hurt you.
Yeah, right.
Ridiculous.
Well, you know, and I don't understand it, but there was, and I don't know if he's still around, but there was a cop, a man who was posing as a cop, remember? Pulling people over. What's the thrill of that? I just don't get that. He had the car, he had the lights, he had the uniform, but he wasn't a cop.
Right.
And he was pulling people over. I just don't get the...
Because he would have the power of a police officer, and he could get dumb, idiot people to get naked and walk home.
I don't know if this guy was doing that, but I really didn't see what the whole,
I'm sure he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
Probably. Either way, posing as a police officer is not good.
Nope. You can go to jail for that. Okay. Chinese airliners, excuse me, have stepped up security after an arson attack on, he did it again, Guangzhou-bound flight a few weeks ago. But there's no security tight enough to stop the stinky scourge of parents letting their kids poo in public on airplanes. Ew. Last Saturday on West Air Flight PN 6233 from Zhengzhou in Nantong, a post on Weibo showed a child relieving himself in an aisle of the plane. Fortunately for the passengers, it took place towards the end of the flight and it was descending into Nantong. And then just yesterday, a Weibo post showed a child defecating on board Shenzhen Airlines flight ZH9709 from Nanjing to Guangzhou. This one, though, might be worse after a passenger complained saying both bathrooms were vacant. The parents said the bathrooms were too small anyway, so they used the back of the plane because it had more room. Aha. That could be the most infuriating part of the story, except for this. The plane hadn't taken off yet. Okay, here's what you do in a case like that. You make sure that everybody is well strapped in on the plane. You take off, you open the door, and you throw out the idiot who pooped in the aisle. That's what you do.
That's what you do.
Absolutely.
Open the door and he can step out.
Just kick him out.
That's it. Just bunk, kick him out.
That's right. If you don't have the common decency to do it in a bathroom, regardless. I mean, it was a kid. If I can fit into a plain bathroom, a little kid can fit in a plain bathroom. What?
Just wondering if I fit in a plain bathroom anyway. I haven't been in one of those in quite some time. I don't know if they come in extra large.
Oh, well, it has been a number of years since I've been in one, but the last time I wasn't that much smaller than I am now, and I was able to fit. So I'm going to say that I don't care. Hold it or do it in the bathroom or get kicked out of the plane. And I think the parents should go too. So they can hold the kid's hand as they're falling to the ground. As they're careening to the ground.
Wait until the stewardess comes around with a drink, get the extra large cup.
God.
I mean, what else do you do?
You kick them out the plane.
Kick them out the plane?
That's right. Bring lots of Febreze if you're going to fly Zhangzhou Airlines.
Yeah, Zhangzhou, I would, shy away from Zhangzhou if you're coming into Zhangzhou plane.
Yeah. Lots of Febreze. All right.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Russian police busted a criminal cheese gang and seized 30 million of contraband cheddar. 6 people in Moscow have been arrested for smuggling in foreign rennet, an ingredient used for cheese production that's banned under counter sanctions, and selling cheese made with the contraband using counterfeit labels. The Guardian notes that this particular group of criminals were more sophisticated than the typical cheese smuggler. They sold their cheap, locally produced cheese to Russians, disguised as luxury items imported from Europe. The state of cheese in Russia has gotten a lot of attention this year, with the Russian government trying to bust black market cheese dealers in bodegas and online. Earlier this month, on the first anniversary of the ban on Western food products, the government aired footage on national television of a bulldozer destroying illegally imported cheese. President Vladimir Putin also ordered foreign ham and fruits to be burned. Amid criticism that the illegal foods could have been donated to those living in poverty, the counter sanctions were retaliation to Western sanctions over the annexation of crimes in the Ukraine. But still, I mean, if it's good food, why would you waste that? I know you have to make a public display, but still. And really, is cheese that big of a deal?
I guess to some people it is.
Yeah. Counterfeit cheese. How do you counterfeit cheese? Still cheese, isn't it?
Yes,
just
but
not the
you can
exact
say
cheese.
that it's
Good cheese, but
you
it's
can
not good
pretend
cheese.
that it's Kraft Singles when really it's Stop and Shop brand.
Really, it's not. It's not
You could
Kraft.
say it's Velveeta, but really it's just orange rubber.
It's Belvita.
I know so much about
Orange
expensive cheese.
Kraft Singles.
Sorry, I don't know that kind of stuff. Okay. I'm almost afraid of what Kyle has done to me on this one. Oh, ninja-clad teens armed with a knife and expecting an easy robbery at a Pittsburgh convenience store got quite a shock when the owner pulled out a sword and started chasing them. Surveillance video shows the teens entering Perry Market on Friday night. One goes behind the counter with his knife and demands money, but store owner Jawad Hyatt was prepared, pulling out a sword to knock the smaller weapon out of one teen's hand. A customer grabbed the second suspect, but he broke free and both teens ran away. The suspects remained at large on Tuesday. So don't bring a knife to a sword fight.
That's correct. I got a knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. That's right.
A saber sword. A lightsaber.
Wrong weapon.
What, a lightsaber?
Yes, it was a sword.
I know. Well, a lightsaber is a sword, isn't it?
I don't know. Kyle, is it a sword? It's technically a sword.
Technically a sword. So. Kyle carries one. Be careful.
Is it a green one or a blue one? He's got a green one.
Green. Okay.
Okay. Does it matter? Do they, is it, oh yeah, good guys and bad guys have different ones?
No, absolutely.
Oh. So what would it mean if you had a purple one? Yeah. If what? Okay, you'll have to tell me when we go to commercial. We're
So
gonna
if
go.
you had a purple lightsaber,
It's something awful.
yoo-hoo!
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break.
Moving right along.
But when we return, we have our tech update from the guys over at Save and Continue and a bunch of other interesting stories when we come back.
world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Murphy Weller. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, you get punched in the But if you have this bracelet from InRavio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
And we are back.
Well, we have a bunch of other equally crazy stories to get to, but before we do, what do you say we check up on things in the video game tech world with Save and Continue?
Hey everyone, this is Kyle from the Save and Continue show, here to give you all the latest in video games, technology, the internet, what have you. We only have a couple minutes though, so let's cut straight through the malarkey and get to the good stuff. Today I was going to give you a bunch of stories on the latest in gaming and tech and all that fun news, but that was before we realized the epic amount of gaming deals that are happening right now. So let me just take a second before we get started and give you a preemptive, you're welcome. Are you an Xbox fanboy just waiting for the right time to grab an Xbox One? Well, good news, my friend, the time is right now. Microsoft themselves is running an absolutely incredible deal. An Xbox One bundle that includes not only Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which includes a bunch of Halos, but a 1 terabyte hard drive as well for just $399. What, did you say $499? No, I said $399. Still not enough for you? Well, that's fine, because they're also throwing in, for a limited time, a copy of Assassin's Creed Unity. Oh, and a year of Xbox Live. Crazy. If you're a console gamer looking to dip your toes into the new generation of gaming, now is the time to do so. Seriously, right now. But hey, maybe you're a Sony freak. Well, that's cool too, since they are dishing out a pretty sweet bundle deal as well. For just $350 American, you can get your hands on a brand new PS4 as well as a copy of Last of Us Remastered. Now, this is an amazing deal just for the console alone, so the fact that you're getting The Last of Us as well, which any gamer will tell you is one of the best releases of the last year, is absolutely mind-blowing. Seriously, mind-blowing. And it's a remastered edition, so it's even better than the original. And speaking of cool PS4 bundles, the limited edition Star Wars Battlefront PS4 bundle has officially been announced, and of course, people are freaking out. The limited time bundle includes a custom 500 gigabyte PS4 system with a really cool Darth Vader decal on the side and some Star Wars logos. And also a limited edition Vader-themed DualShock 4 wireless controller. Really nice. This bundle has not been priced yet, but you can expect it to get your hands on it November 17th this season. We'll of course be talking about it on our show tomorrow, all about these crazy deals, where you can get them and how long they're lasting for. That's it from me. Be sure you're visiting InRavio.com for all of our other awesome live content. We're live with another Save and Continue tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only at InRavio.com/gaming. We will see you then.
I feel like we just stepped out of like the Home Shopping Network.
I'm telling you, right?
I don't know, which gaming system do you want?
I think Billy Mays lives. I think
I don't know any of those games. I've at least heard of Halo, but I don't know.
Get this game and some OxyClean right now. Only 4 units left.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Buy this game and get it. Ginzu knives. What am I going to do with 2,000 Ginzu knives, you say? Give them as gifts.
There you go.
You know? I thought it was great. Actually, that sounded pretty good for $3.99.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know anything
You get a
about
whole package, you're all set to go.
Yeah, but I don't play any of those games.
I know, but that would be a good foray into the gaming community, right?
Actually, I'm really kind of looking forward to a game that Kyle's been talking about on his show that I don't know the name of, but it's this one where it's like 1,000,000 worlds and you kind of make new worlds and stuff. I don't remember. He keeps showing pictures of it. It's like planets and there's all these different. So he doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
No, he's even confused. But
what? It might be. It doesn't even exist yet. There's okay, No Man's Sky. It actually looks pretty cool, and apparently when you go to these different places, you can supposedly you're going to be able to name the planets whatever you want to name them, and it actually looks pretty cool. That one,
Planet Chuck, I like it.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Let's do
interested in that one, but I don't really do all of those, shooting things and all.
Yeah.
That's not really my thing. I
haven't
like
really
Crash
played it
Bandicoot and Pac-Man and stuff like that. That's my thing.
Yeah, I know. Crash got flooded.
Yeah, I know.
He's
All
done.
right, so moving
anyway.
right along. Starbucks and Panera are each hyping reformulated versions of their pumpkin spice lattes in a fight to win over fans of the drink in coming weeks. Starbucks Corp said Monday its version of the concoction this year will be made with real pumpkin and without caramel coloring. The change comes after blogger Vanny Harry, known as the Food Babe, criticized Starbucks last year for the drink's ingredients and its lack of transparency around the issue. Panera, meanwhile, also said its pumpkin spice latte this year will be made entirely without artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, preservatives, or high fructose corn syrup, probably without flavor. The chain plans to offer samples Tuesday in Seattle, where Starbucks is headquartered. The sampling will be across the street from the first Starbucks location by Pike Place Market, according to a Panera representative. Excuse me. Panera Bread Company says its version of the drink also has real pumpkin and will be sold in its stores starting September 9th. Starbucks has not yet said when its drink will be available.
So now that it doesn't have any artificial flavors and colorings, it's going to suck. Thank you, Harry Carey, for your reporting of the foodbabe.com. I'm a bonehead. Hashtag I'm an idiot. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm really not into pumpkin flavored coffees.
Me either, but really? Is that what you're hashtag blogging about? LOL?
I guess apparently pumpkin flavored coffees are a big deal to some people.
I guess they are.
I mean, Dunkin' Donuts had pumpkin flavored coffee last year.
Hated it.
I know, I tried it. I tried really hard to like it.
I'm not into the whole pumpkin thing anyway, so.
I know. Like I said, I tried really hard to like it. I tried the iced one, I tried the hot one, I tried the latte one. No, wasn't my thing.
Good winter drink, a little hot apple cider, a little little spritz of, what did we put in there? Gin?
I don't know. What,
I
rum?
think we used rum, yeah.
I don't
a little
know.
hot toddy.
I think it's vodka.
Nah, whatever. Spill something in there.
Something with
Always a good
alcohol
thing.
content. Glug, glug, glug.
Can't get this kind of content on terrestrial, can you? Okay, well, a British photographer, David Yarrow, booked a 2-day photo shoot at Detroit's Packard plant. Only problem was he apparently didn't tell anyone at the plant that he was bringing a tiger, 2 wolves, a bobcat, and a bobcat with him. Pictures of the wild critters amid the rubble of infamous Packer ruins were making the rounds online today. The animal trainers and photographers were given the boot after an hour later, but not before the tiger got loose and holed itself up in a 4-story staircase. I got a call from a friend who asked me to help him get this tiger out of the staircase, said Andy Dorsey. He asked me if he had a leaf blower, and I said I had a weed whacker. So he told me to bring that. I stopped what I was doing, grabbed my tools, and hopped in my truck because, tiger. I don't know much about tiger logistics, Andy said, but we were told this to be a huge blue tarp monster with the weed whacker and tried to be scary to make it loud noises just to make him angry. You could say he got tiger rage, so we retreated. Thankfully, however, the trainers were apparently able to get the tiger safely back into his cage.
Tiger rage. Really? Why does anybody care?
What, that you scaring the tiger? Or?
That he brought a tiger and a bobcat, and what was the other animal?
Well, if you're bringing a tiger, a bobcat, whatever it may be, wouldn't
to the ruins of the Packard plant.
Wouldn't the people that own them be the ones bringing them, and they kind of know the tiger and the bobcat and all the rest of them? It's not like you just go down to rent a tiger, your local tool rental place, and go, hey, listen, I got a list of stuff here. What do you need? I need a screwdriver, a hammer,
a gallon of milk,
a gallon of milk, a tiger, 2 bobcats. Give me a chipmunk. The tiger may be hungry. I mean, do you really where do you get a tiger? Rent a tiger. You know what I mean? So the person who's the handler of the tiger should be on board. Doesn't he bring his own weed whacker if that's really what he needs?
Why would you go after a tiger with a weed whacker? That's
I think
mean.
the idea that was a long way to go, long walk on a short pier there, basically to tell everybody that all they were trying to do is scare it out of the stairwell. So
with a weed whacker.
They just needed something to make noise, hence the leaf blower.
A can with rocks in it would make noise.
Yes, but maybe not enough to scare this.
It would actually be much better than a weed whacker.
The
And
sea
less
was
dangerous.
angry this day, my friends, and the tiger was pissed. So either way, you could hurt the tiger, you could hurt yourself, especially when a tiger comes after you because you got a weed whacker.
Grabs you by the throat.
You're scaring them, That's ultimately what you're doing is scaring them.
Okay, I'm not a big fan
But
of that
again,
story.
like I said, somebody should be handling the animal. I mean, he's got a friend, a trainer or whoever it is.
I don't know. All right, moving right along.
But just another part of stupid news.
Yes. NASA often has to defend its existence to people who claim we're better off spending the agency's money down here on Earth. This happens so often that NASA even has an entire section of its website dedicated to the earthly technologies and spin-offs, as the agency calls them, it's developed over the years. It might soon add another one to the list because the Department of Agriculture's Forest Service is working with NASA to use the space agency's heat shield technology to protect firefighters. Excuse me. The collaboration is an excellent idea. NASA has invested millions of dollars into developing heat-resistant materials to protect its spacecraft and astronauts during their fiery returns to Earth. And firefighters need as much protection as they can get, especially the ones fighting increasing wildfires. But sometimes you also have to call a spade, and the spade here is that when the man in this video flops onto the floor and covers up with the flame retardant material, he turns himself into a dead ringer for a Chipotle burrito. Not sort of resembles, or yeah, I guess, but maybe in the right light, but a pound for pound analog. That's too funny.
That's a big burrito.
Yeah, that is exactly what that is. That's a burrito. I'm sorry, that's funny. They really should have come up with something a little less obvious, a little less.
Well, I mean, ultimately, the idea behind it is it's basically like a a heat shield, sleeping bag that you can just zip in, and in case you get caught in a fire, you zip in there and you're good. That's the same type heat shield material they use on race cars. That's what we used to use, the heat tape. Remember that silver heat tape? Same.
Yes, I do. But I think
and if it saves your life, I don't care if I look like a big fat burrito with a big bulb in the middle. Bald-headed burrito.
That's what it looks like, all right.
Whatever it takes.
Oh, goodness.
That's what I got to say.
All right.
So,
let's take another quick break. When we come back, we have our sports update with the guys from Glory Days, another game of fact or fiction, and of course, more stories. Stick around. We'll be right back.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Enravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back.
The sports world is always exciting, and this week is no different. Let's get caught up on all the action in this week's Glory Days 2-minute warning.
Hello again, everybody. We're Bruce and Disco from the Glory Days Show, and this is your InRavio Sports 2-minute warning.
You've heard the phrase shock and awe. Well, this week at the New York Jets training camp, the new phrase is shock and jaw. Starting quarterback Geno Smith was sucker punched in the locker room by a 6'1", 261-pound linebacker who broke his jaw. The quarterback will miss 6 to 10 weeks, leaving the starting quarterback duties to back up Ryan Fitzpatrick. It seems that during the offseason, Smith agreed to attend a football camp by linebacker I.K. Inimpali, who bought plane tickets and set up transportation for him, but he backed out due to a family emergency. Apparently, the $500,000 per year linebacker insisted that the $1.8 million a year quarterback reimburse him for the $600 in expenses. Head coach Todd Bowles had this to say, something very childish that sixth graders could have talked about, and it had no reason to happen. It's something we can't stand. You don't walk up to another man and punch him in the face. IK, who was a 6th-round pick last year, played just 40 snaps for the Jets and was released immediately, forfeiting the remaining $1.4 million on his contract.
While friends and family describe AK as a laid-back and level-headed, his past says otherwise. While playing for Louisiana Tech in 2012, IK was arrested for assaulting an undercover police officer at Rab's Steakhouse. Police had to use pepper spray and a stun gun to subdue him. Other NFL players secretly questioned if the team has any respect for Smith as a starting quarterback. Can you imagine something like this happening to Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers? Former Jets offensive lineman Damon Woody said, "It makes you wonder if guys really do respect Geno as a quarterback." Former Jets quarterback Boomer Smith had a different take. Bottom line is, you owe somebody money, pay your debt, don't be surprised, and you don't pay your debt, don't be surprised you get punched in the face. But IK seems to have landed on his feet, being reunited with Rex Ryan up in Buffalo. If the NFL, as expected, suspends IK for any period of time, maybe he can head back to his security job at Rab's Steakhouse. What do you think?
Just don't loan him money. You can get the lowdown on what's happening in sports and more on the Glory Days Show with Bruce and Disco every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. here in the East, only on the InRavio TV network. This has been your InRavio Sports 2-minute warning. I'm Paul Descalfani, that's Bruce Oler, and you have been warned.
Thanks, guys.
I live for that segment just so I can do that.
Well, first off, you know, $600, really. I mean, is it that big of a deal? They spent $600 going to the candy store.
I think it was $3,600.
Was what?
I think, didn't it say $3,600?
No, it was $600 for the plane ticket. But, you know, either way, what are we talking about? You know, do you really need to go there, you know, punching somebody in the face with $600? I mean, you know, they got plenty of dough. They don't really need to do that. And to top it all off, if you're trying to be a role model for kids, good job.
Okay. Well, on that note, what do you say we mix things up and get into a tricky game of fact or fiction?
Sounds good.
Okay, noting that only a small handful of patrons have ever had the fortitude to successfully complete the contest, sources confirmed Monday that local restaurant Carson's Pub offers a nacho challenge that requires participants to not eat, but actually watch a man eat an entire 3-pound plate of nachos. Fact or fiction?
Don't get it. But I'm going to say...
No, the question is that instead of having to actually eat 3 pounds of... You have to watch somebody else eat 3 pounds of nachos.
That's the contest.
That's the challenge. I think I'd get bored before the first pound.
I think you're right. I'm going to say, fiction.
Got to be fiction. Yay, it's fiction. Okay, next one.
A big plate of nachos. Sounds good.
According to a trend analysis conducted by lead sociologists, most Americans, rather than eating a series of meals with breaks in between, are now eating one continuous, uninterrupted meal throughout the day. Fact or fiction? Oh, I'm ashamed to say I kind of do that.
I'm going to say fact, because I think a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah, they're kind of grazing throughout the day.
Yeah, they're doing the fruits and stuff constantly, all day long type of thing.
Yeah.
For some reason or another.
Fiction.
It's fiction, dog. Yo. Word to your mom.
Okay, it's fake. I don't know. People are grazing all the time.
Yeah, I see a lot of people that are trying to lose weight, and they're like, well, if I have little, I'll have grapes all day long or something,
Right.
Okay.
So I guess maybe they don't count grazing.
Maybe it's not really part of it.
All right. Blockbuster film Straight Outta Compton has skipped its namesake entirely by not screening the film in Compton due to the city having no movie theaters. Fact or fiction?
I could say that that's fact.
Yeah, you think Compton has no movie theaters?
It's possible. How big is Compton?
I don't know, but I heard about this movie, and it actually did really, really well in the movie theaters.
Okay.
And maybe
it's because they didn't want it screened in Compton.
No, come on, this is a major guy. I want to say it's Ice Cube. Ice Cube. Yeah, there you go. Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, it's all these guys, and it's right. About them and they're coming up through the rap industry and all of that. And actually, Ice Cube's son plays Ice Cube in the movie.
Really?
Yes, and it did really, really well its first week. It made a ton of money, way more than they thought it was going to make. I think way more than they thought it was going to make total.
Nice.
Yeah, it did really well. But I don't know. I think Compton's got to have a movie theater.
Fact?
No. Wow.
Fact. No movie theater.
Holy cow.
It's a low-income area. It's been heavily disinvested in. And USC professor of sociology
Manuel
Pastor said, when you live in a community that doesn't have that kind of retail, it's a sign that the community is devalued and people within the community feel devalued.
I don't know. If I were Ice-T or Ice Cube, sorry, and this was...
His son is Ice-T.
No, it's not. If I were Ice Cube and this was my movie and I just put this thing out, I would have made sure to screen it in Compton. Even if I had one of those big blow-up screens. I would have done it in a park or something. Definitely would have done it there. Absolutely. I mean, because really, that's what it's all about is him...
No, I get that. Maybe he's afraid somebody would roll up and put a cap in his screen.
Yeah. Who's PC now?
I'm just saying, Personally, I would have tried to do it. If that was really an important value, I would have tried to do it. Sure, blow up screen, why not?
Or on the side of a building. Use it like a drive-in and do it on the side of a building or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it would have been great. All right, well, anyway. Okay, so moving right along. On that note, it's time for a break again. Let's take one more quick break, but when we come back, no, we don't have that. We'll wrap things up with a few more stories, and I think we're going to have another interview from Fall Festival, right?
Correct.
Yes. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, this is Christmas Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with InRavio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Welcome back, Internet Travelers. Thanks for hanging out with us while we wrap up. We still have a few things to get to before we go, before we sign off, so let's get to it. We have a few more stories, but before we get to that, let's catch up on the cool events happening around New York in this week and next week.
Oh, it's you again. How's it going? Good? Great. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. 2 days away from Friday. And also a bunch of events that are about to come your way. Welcome to This Week and Next Week, brought to you by the Village Music Shop of Massac, Long Island, for all your musical needs, instrument sales, school band rentals, music lessons, and instrument repairs. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE. I'm Rick Eberly, and this week has a bunch of great events coming at you, so let's get started. First up, in a very loud world of metal, is Kissin' Candace. This local band just got signed to Victory Records, and they're having their CD release. Come on down to Revolution Music Hall Sunday the 23rd. These metalheads will be very grateful. Doors open at 6:30 p.m., and tickets are only $12. So come down and let your ears bleed. All right, let's turn back time with a great blues player, Buddy Guy. He's been playing longer than time itself. So if you're into this type of music, and if you're into time travel, then head down to the Space in Westbury, Friday the 21st. Tickets are going quick, so grab them while you can. They're only $95, and the show starts at 8 p.m. If you're into a great rock band from back when a time when rock and roll was rock and roll, you got to head to the Paramount, because ZZ Top will be there on Sunday the 23rd, and those amazing beards will be following. You know those beards are the sign of what a real man is, right? Doors open at 7 p.m., and the show starts at 8. Tickets are $129. A great price for a great rock band. No razors necessary. Okay, I'm done with this. But for the New York City crowd, we have one last one. Webster Hall. They're having a great heavy metal band called Lion Fight. You know that when you leave the show, you will be deaf and happy. You've heard great music, and you know you don't have to hear anybody else speak or talk to anybody for a while. Like my wife, for instance. That's what I call heaven. So come on down Wednesday the 19th. Doors open up at 6:30 p.m. Show starts at 7, and it's only $10. That's it for me. I'm done. I'm getting out of here. I'll be at the hotel near my house, I bet. I'm Rick Eberly, and I'll see you all next week. Have a great night. Be sure you're visiting InRavio.com and catching all of our other awesome live content. Follow @InRavio on Twitter, and if you're feeling kind, give us a like over at Facebook.com/InRavioWeekly. As always, thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
He got very cool dude at the end of that, didn't he?
Yeah, right?
Ooh, very mellow. All right, so speaking of music, we have another interview.
Okay.
From Folk Festival.
Real?
Yes.
Melle Mel.
Melle Mel, yes. Sarah Martin actually got to talk to Melle Mel. And I didn't know before she went who Melle Mel was. I had no idea who she was getting to go talk to.
Grandmaster Flash.
That's right. White Lines.
That's right.
I love that song. I haven't heard it in a long time, but I love that song. I'm going to have to go and pull it up on YouTube and listen to it again.
You're going to have to represent.
That's right. So let's check in with Sarah Martin at Folk Festival with Melle Mel.
Review.com.
Hi, this is Sarah Martin with Radio TV Network, and I'm here with Melle Mel. How you doing today?
Good, and yourself?
Very good. Are you excited for tonight?
Of course, excited to be at the Fold, kicking with Nile Rodgers, one of my favorite guys. He was actually the bridge to disco and hip-hop with his song Good Time, so just having a good time with it.
Very, very cool. And what do you think the highlight of tonight's going to be for you?
The highlight actually is seeing Chaka Khan. I did one of her songs, I Feel For You, and she's always been one of my favorite singers. Actually, the first concert I ever went to when I was a very young man, we went to see Chaka Khan at Shea Stadium.
Are you serious? And how long ago do you think that was?
I'm going to say about 42 years ago, maybe.
Oh my, you don't look a day over 21. That can't be possible.
You're too kind.
No, it looks like you work out.
Oh, yeah, in between drinks, yeah.
Oh, me too. I guess I'll catch you at the bar.
Right.
I'm just kidding. So you were here yesterday?
No, we was touring in London, so I flew in yesterday, and I just came down for today.
Your arms must be tired. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we got a lot to do, but it's show business, so you can't complain. You get to work when you can get it.
Absolutely. So what's the lineup look like for you tonight?
I believe I'm going on first, actually, so I don't know who's out. Actually, I want to see Duran Duran. I remember we did a song together, too, so I'll probably go peek at them in a little bit. So, those are my guys.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to check that out as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I appreciate you being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No, Fold Festival rocks.
Yep, 2015 Fold Festival, Freak Out, Let's Dance. And this is Sarah Martin with Radio TV Network. Thank you so much, Melle Mel.
Thank you.
I am so jealous. I want to talk to Melle Mel.
Yeah,
I want to go
like
back.
a
I
cool
want to
dude.
go back in time, go back to the Folk Festival. I want to
There
get
you
to talk
go.
to him. Yes.
Can only be in so many places. We need to clone ourselves so we can be in multiple places.
I need a time
That's what I
machine.
need.
That's what it is. I need a time
That's
machine.
it.
Yes.
Well, I think Kyle's working on one, so I think we should be good.
Yes. He says yes, he is.
He says he does, right?
All right. So we got a couple more stories and we're running out of time. So let's do it.
Go.
All right, if you're looking for milepost 420, you won't find it in Idaho. Idaho transportation officials say the mile marker has been replaced with 419.9 signs to curb thieves eager to own a number associated with marijuana enthusiasts. Turns out Idaho isn't alone in this problem. States like Washington and Colorado have also replaced 420 signs with 419.9 after consistently having to replace them after thefts by supposed sticky-fingered stoners. Adam Rush of the Idaho Transportation Department says officials have replaced the old sign along U.S. Highway 95 with mile 419.9 just south of Coeur d'Alene. Rush added that this is the only 420 sign that the department has replaced. Most highways don't cover more than 400 miles. The number 420 has long been associated with marijuana, though its origin as a shorthand for pot are murky. Really?
It's police code.
Oh. I didn't know that.
1 out of 12, 1 out of 12. Handle of 420.
See, we always just called it Bob when I was in school.
Battery operated boyfriend?
No, Bob as in Bob Marley.
Oh.
See, you just mortified the guys in the
That's an old man reference. Time to drink.
Yeah, no, it was Bob, short for Bob Marley. So we just called it Bob.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was very easy. Is Bob coming to the party? Yeah, Bob's coming to the party.
Yeah.
You got Bob with you? I got Bob with me. It was so easy.
They just called it Chiba.
Sheba?
Chiba.
Chiba. The heck is Chiba?
That's what it was.
Chiba. I don't get it. At least mine makes sense.
What can I tell you?
All right, moving right along.
Nobody's as cool as me. Well, a woman dubbed the McDonald's goddess for her striking looks has been the cause of surge of sales at the Taiwan branch of the fast food restaurant. She has become an internet icon after pictures of her, including the one above, were shared online by blogger Raindog. Photos showed her serving customers and buttoning up her shirt while she stood behind the counter. Rather than wearing an unflattering work outfit, she is seen wearing a short skirt and fierce high-heel shoes as she cleans the counter and serves up Big Macs. Smitten fans became obsessed with finding out where her McDonald's goddess worked, and they poured into the restaurant once they found out. The doll-like girl, who is also known as Wei Wei, is fine with the fame, having already appeared in Taiwanese game shows. McDonald's restaurants in Taiwan are known for employing attractive women to work in their stores and often encourage them to dress up.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she looks awesome right there.
Thank you. I don't know. I don't understand a big portion of what they do in Taiwan. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The robots and the
sex trade.
Yes, and the pet lettuce that they had for a while there, and the strange.
It's quite interesting.
The strange masks they were wearing to go out into the sun. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's adorable. She doesn't look real, but she's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that is real, actually.
She does look like a doll, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. She's beautiful. But I don't understand a lot of what they do. Remember
Would
that?
you like fry with that?
Stop it.
Just trying to get the feel, you know. I feel like I'm in Taiwan.
Oh, you're terrible. You remember the weird masks they were wearing when they were going out into the sun?
I remember,
and they're dragging the lettuce around. I don't know.
Dragging the lettuce around.
Yeah. With the pet lettuce. Okay. Well, that's about all the time we have for this week. Thanks so much to all our amazing live viewers for joining us every week. We'll be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only at enravio.com/live. Be sure you're following @enravio on Twitter and join us over at facebook.com/enravio weekly. Make sure you're visiting enravio.com and catching all our other awesome live content. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
enravio.com.